Welcome back to We're Not the Same. Today we have our first guest, and we are extremely excited to have her on the set. She has asked us to be on this show, and we absolutely said yes. She had some great ideas that she wanted to share, totally on her own. Unprompted. We were in the car riding, and she brought this up to us, and we were like, absolutely, would love to have you on the podcast. So today we have our beautiful daughter, Avery, on board to give you some insight for you and your kiddos. And I'm just ready to be blown away, I think.
Yep. I'm excited to hear what she has to share with you. We did not prepare her in any way for this. She asked to be on the podcast. We said, let's do it. And so today's the day, and let's see what she has for us.
All right, let's dive in.
Daddy's going to kick us off.
Okay.
All right. We are so excited to have our first guest on the podcast, Avery Marie. How are you?
Good.
Good. Now, we brought you on the show at your total request, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One day we were in the car and we were talking, and Avery was just super excited to talk about health and faith and asked if she could be on the podcast. And of course, we're like, yes, please. So she is our first guest today. We're just going to talk, kind of let the conversation flow, and hopefully you hear some of the great things we've talked about in the past about health and family and faith. Mm-hmm. So with that, let's start with what do you want to talk about first?
Like what?
How about health?
Yeah. So when you eat healthy, that's like the best thing. You stay healthy and don't get sick as often. It's so great, and when you do that, you stay healthy for a really long time. The time that you do get sick, just try to get as much rest as you can and drink lots of fluids and have lots of medicine.
What kind of medicine do we usually use? What do we use for medicines?
Elderberry.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
The nighttime medicine. What do you call that?
Yeah, that's another one that has honey and elderberry and herbal tinctures.
Yeah, it's just a more natural herbs and stuff. So Avery, when you say eat healthy, what does that mean?
Eat organic.
Eat organic. Why is that important?
Because you need organic food.
Why is organic food better than non-organic food?
Because it has better ingredients.
Yeah, totally right. It's not sprayed with pesticides and doesn't have a lot of harmful chemicals in it. You're totally right.
And organic processed foods don't have food dyes or high fructose corn syrup and other preservatives and things. There's additional restrictions on processed foods that are labeled organic.
And how do organic foods taste?
Good.
What's your favorite food that we have?
I like burgers.
You like burgers? What kind of burgers do we eat?
Grass-fed.
Yeah.
What about steak?
Yeah, steak. That is really my favorite.
What's your favorite type of steak?
Filet.
As you start to eat more meat, and we talked about this a little bit in our Stay Healthy podcast, you really get to know the flavors of meat. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, our kiddos do too. The difference between, the other types of meat. What are some other ones that are good?
Chicken and all that other.
How about the other types of steaks? So filet is your favorite. What other types?
Sirloin and I forgot the other.
Ribeye?
Ribeye.
Yeah. You start to really taste and know the difference between the different ones. So it's been really cool to see her have a favorite. And of course, it's the top, the best.
Top. The best of the best.
Yeah.
So do you think that you like the way that our family eats, or do you wish things were different?
I like the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think you usually feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Have lots of energy?
Yeah.
Have a little cold right now?
Yeah.
What are some things that we're doing to help you with the cold? What are some things Daddy makes in the morning for you and
honey,
A?
honey tea
Ooh, that's
Do
right.
you know what kind of honey?
with Manuka honey.
That's right.
There's some really great deals at Costco. They have a Manuka honey that you can get, and I just do a big dollop.
Great deal of $25.
Oh, it was
honey.
on. Yeah, it was on sale. It was $6 off.
That was the sale price.
But it's a great place to get it in
It is.
higher quantity. I mean, versus going to like a fresh market or
No,
something.
it is expensive, so the
Yes.
Costco price is better. It's just funny to say.
Good deal.
Like, it's a great deal. It's like $30 honey. But it's totally worth it, obviously.
Yeah, the honey is super. It's antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and I just do a big dollop into like a mug and pour some like warm water over it, and they eat it up. Both Avery and Georgia. What does it make you feel? Soothing, yeah, on your throat.
Is there any other drink Daddy makes you that you guys like?
Can't remember.
Bone broth?
Broth.
Do you
That's-
like that? Or Georgia likes that more?
Georgia likes that more. But I like it too.
What's another big drink that we have a lot, almost every day, and that I try to make usually at nighttime, but sometimes we have it in the morning too. After we ride bikes outside. Smoothie. So I think this is something that we've done in the past and have seen very significantly. Like when we were consistently having smoothies, I think your vitamin C levels and all this, we just didn't get sick a lot. I mean, she's a little under the weather now, but we haven't been having our smoothies like consistently and things. Like I think it's all organic fruit that we just blend up, and it's really easy on the family. We also add a little bit of like liver into it, and you can get a lot of vitamins and minerals that way. And it's really easy for the kids to eat and for us to enjoy. It's just a super great thing to do.
Speaking of like sickness and stuff in the kids, they still get sick, right? Like
Yes.
all of us, everyone, you get sick, which that's another episode that we're going to talk about. But sickness is your body's process of detoxification. And if you're not consistent in your gentle detoxifications over time, which we're not always the best at, then that's when your body's going to go into a little bit of overdrive and you're going to have more symptoms, which we call sickness. And then with kids, they're constantly growing and changing, right? They're having growth spurts and developing and things like that. So their bodies just have to go through a little more intensive detoxification to make room for those growth and those changes. And so even if you have a perfect diet, you live on a farm digging in dirt every day, your kids are still going to have the sniffles every once in a while because it's an internal thing happening. It's not due to something from the outside coming in. It's just the body's process and way of maintaining health.
Yeah, it's kind of like how we shed skin cells and all of that as part of our detoxing, and we sweat and remove toxins from our bodies. And sometimes as you grow and go through growth spurts, like your body still has to do that too. So some of being sickness, and you may notice like you might have times where like one kid is sick and nobody else in the family gets it. And it's like, oh man, we really lucked out. But more than likely that's going through a growth spurt or going through a change. And like the body is just getting itself ready or changing. So that's been something that we've learned a lot about, and it's really interesting and holds true for most of the time as well. So
yeah, I've found that it seems after they go through kind of a growth spurt or kind of a developmental increase where it's noticeable and you're like, wow, you changed overnight or you grew overnight, those times, which all the parents will understand, then sure enough, they'll seem to have a little cold, little runny nose, that sort of thing. But luckily, our kiddos seem to get through it pretty quickly, so we're thankful for that.
Yeah.
So what else about health? Is there other things you want to tell anybody, other kiddos out there about health?
Yeah. So, organic cotton, when that's in your clothes, that is like the best material. I really like that material. It's not too soft, but when you go with the better, it's good. But if you like the softer, just know that you should go with the better, not the softer, just to keep your skin healthy. Everything that's on your skin or on your nails, you should have like the good materials like cotton. And what's the other good material?
Linen.
And linen.
And what's when it's like something feels like super super soft, what is that actually?
It's polyester when it's super super soft, and we do not want that.
Why do we not want that? What is polyester?
Plastic.
That's right.
No plastic.
And why do we not want plastic on our bodies all day, every day?
Because it's not good.
Because it can make us, it kind of suffocates our body. Our skin can't breathe as easy.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. You know all that. And this is totally unscripted, folks. Like, we didn't talk about any of this beforehand. Like, great job, Avery. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Do you want to tell everyone how old you are? I don't think we told them how old you are.
Yeah, I am 5 years old. I just turned 5 not too long ago.
Do you think your sister's learning a lot of these cool things too?
Yeah. My sister is Georgia. She is 2 years old. She is at my grandma's house today and her grandma's house today. So she is not here.
Do you want to say anything about homeschool?
Yeah. Homeschool is really good and I really like it a lot. Homeschool is when you school at home so you can spend more time with your family. You can do it all day, but I do it just for the mornings. Me and my sister just do it for the mornings so we can have other things in the day.
Yeah, what are you learning about right now? What book are we reading?
We're reading Charlotte's Web. It's been a really good study. I've liked it a lot. And we learned about pigs and spiders and like farm stuff.
That's right. Did we get to go to a farm too?
We got to go to a real farm. It was really amazing. We fed the animals there. It was so cool. They felt so good. The bunnies were adorable. We saw some bunnies and an alpaca and lots of goats. And some sheep and lots of sheep.
Mm-hmm. What did you feed them?
We fed them carrots and lettuce. The baby goats were so cute. Like, I said to myself that I wanted a pet baby goat because they were so adorable.
I want one too.
Where would we keep it? Could it live in your room?
No.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. So when we were in the car and you were asking to be on the podcast, there was another topic that you wanted to talk about. Do you remember what that was?
Faith.
Faith, yeah. So what would you tell some kiddos about faith?
I would tell them that, like, if you believe in Jesus, that is so good. If you do believe in Jesus, you should really listen to your heart. And Jesus is God's one and only Son, and He died for us, and He forgave us for our sins and all of the bad things we've done. He forgives us for that. When we say our prayers, He answers them all the time.
And if I'm a kiddo and I don't know that much about Jesus, what are some things that I can do to learn about him?
Read the Bible. I have this book called Bedtime Devotional. It's kind of like the Bible, but different. It has like a little verse from the Bible in it. It is really cool. It has fun activities in it to go with the story and a nice prayer, and it's this really nice book.
We can link that down below.
Yeah, it is a really good book. Like, I feel like we've looked for something in the past, and it does a really good job.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite Bible story?
Yeah, I have a favorite Bible story. It's the wise king.
Oh, who's the wise king?
I forget.
Solomon?
Solomon, yeah.
What did you like about that story?
I just like liked it.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
What other things can kiddos do? Is there places that we go or things that we do to learn more about God and Jesus?
Yeah, we go to a church. They have a kids club. And I go to it. My sister she never goes to it. She is really scared. But I think she would have a blast if she went.
What do we like to listen to that helps us know about God?
We like to worship. If you want, I can tell you some great songs we like to listen to. So there's I Thank God. There's I'm So Blessed. There's all those amazing worship songs out there.
What do you think George's favorite is?
Lion. It's a really good song that they sing at church.
And what's like one that's really a Christmas song, but we like it all year long?
The First Noel.
That is a good one. But the other one...
Oh, Come All Ye Faithful.
Yeah.
Georgia's favorites are Lion and The First Noel. She likes to listen to those every single time we go in the car. My favorite is Oh Come All Ye Faithful. It is a really good song. That's all I want to say for now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am blown away by all of that wonderful things that you shared. Hopefully that resonates with some other kids out there and some mamas and daddies too. It's super encouraging, obviously, to have your kids talk about the things that you've been trying to instill in them and see come to fruition. So we've certainly been focused on faith and health, and it's been awesome to have them brought along the journey and them love it just as much as we do.
Yes. It's so amazing to love Jesus and know the miracles he did. They are so wonderful. So I'm going to be done talking for now.
So when we think about health and faith and combining that, what do we know about our body?
We know that when our body gets sick, those white and red blood cells are eating up the bacteria, and they're going to help your body is going to get better. Mm-hmm. So with the faith, if you think the right thing to say is, I'm not going to get better ever, and I don't feel good, the right thing to say is actually, I'm going to get better.
That's right, having the right mindset.
Yeah, and when you have the right mindset, and Jesus will hear you. So when he hears you having the wrong mindset, he's not happy. But when he hears you having the right mindset, he is really happy. And that's all I want to say about combining those two.
Well, I feel like I have nothing else to say to add to that. You're a very inspiring guest.
We need to get our setup so we can have more guests.
Yes.
I don't think any other guest will want to sit on my lap.
Share a mic. Maybe your sister. You think your sister would come on the podcast?
Totally.
What do you think are some things she would say?
I think she would say, like...
Similar stuff?
Yeah, similar stuff.
Well, maybe we'll have to try that.
That's right.
Yeah. I hope the end is soon, because I've been planning other things that I've been wanting to do before Georgia gets home.
Okay. So as we wrap up here at the end, Avery, is there anything else that you'd like to add or say?
No, thank you.
All right. Well, I think you've inspired all of us. We are so, so proud of you, little girl. We're so blessed to have you in our lives, and we just love you so much. And we're going to keep it at that, short today, but hopefully it resonates with you and your kiddos.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. So we love you all.
I want to say at the end.
Oh, okay.
If you like this podcast and you believe in Jesus and health and God and faith and all those good things, you should subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss any new episodes. Give a thumbs up.
That's all right.
That's right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.